Hello, my loves. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the channel for those that are new. Welcome back to the channel for those that are old family and friends. My name is Riri. I am a diviner. Today, I will be reading from my tarot deck, and I want to first start by saying thank you to everyone who has decided to join me today. No matter that it's through the internet, it still means just as much to me. Doesn't matter if it's a few seconds or a few minutes or even the entire long form content or any other content of mine. I want to express my gratitude and say thank you if you have found value in any of my contact. Um, I'm sorry, of of my contact of any. If Thank you if you have found value in any of my content. So whether it's via this platform, YouTube, or via another platform that I have, even for those that have um, reached out and scheduled personal virtual readings with me. I just want to say thank you. I appreciate the positive energy exchanges, and I really do appreciate all love and gratitude and kind comments and energy that I receive. Okay. Um, so I hope everyone had a glorious weekend. I really hope somebody out in the collective got spicy. That's what I'm really hoping. I really do. I am like, I try. Well, I shouldn't say try because I've been doing really good for like the last 5 years, maybe. So I do not partake in the spicy side of me, um, although I should. And that's something that I have been speaking about to, my guides. My language is very spicy. I am that friend. I am that sibling. Like, I am always the one that says very X rated things. And for me to be a woman, I, for lack of better wording, I think really spicy and I have very spicy language. Of course, on YouTube, I'm gonna clean it up, but for anyone that knows me outside of this platform, y'all know I'm very spicy. I'm that girl, okay? I'm that chick. I'm the one that will will make you break your promise to yourself by just talking, you know. But I love love, and even if it's not love, if it's lust or something spicy, and it's an equal exchange of equal energy, I am all for that. So without going any further, I digress. Yeah, so I hope everyone had a really good weekend. Today is Sunday and we are getting the week started off. So I am going to see what Spirit gifts us with. The card of the day was the Fool card, which is phenomenal. Not only is it a golden card, which anyone that has been here with me before know how I feel about the golden cards. For those that are not familiar, I feel like any of the cards that are golden or have that marigold or deep yellow background, those are the golden cards. That's an extra gift from spirit, in my opinion. Okay, so as I stated, we started off with the card of the day, being the Fool card. Now we're going to see what Spirit gifts us with. I do apologize. My setup is slightly different today than it normally is for YouTube. I believe this is normally how my setup is. However, for some other platforms, it is completely different. Um, so I won't even get into that. Let's get started with this reading, okay? I want to thank your guides and my guides for connecting with me. I'm going to start with opening up my cards by knocking 3 times and welcoming spirit in. Okay, let's get started. All right. Gonna have a few cards for the collective, please, spirit. Just a few cards for the collective, please. We have the magician. Hmm. We have the high priestess. We have nine of wands. Oh, I'm sorry, nine of swords. Let's see if spirit will give us one more. Can I have one more card, please, spirit? One more card, please, for the collective. Can I have one more? Thank you, spirit. So we got two that fell out, right? We got the Six of Pentacles and the Tower. I'm going to take the Six of Pentacles since that was the card on the top, but I did want to show, oh, I did want to show you all what cards Spirit gifted us with this morning. Okay, so we got the Magician, which again is a golden card. You see that background? That, oh gosh, let me see if I can bring this just a little closer. Yeah. See that marigold or buttercup, or I say gold background. Okay. So we got the magician, the high priestess, the nine of swords, and the six of pentacles. Stop beating yourself up, collective. Or I apologize for using the word beating. So stop being your own worst enemy. Okay. Get out of your head. Believe in yourself. I can't say that enough to the collective. It's extremely important that you not only know what you possess, the power that you possess, the power that is within you, but it is also equally, if not important, that you actually believe it, because that is what I'm feeling is that you know it, um, or someone in the collective knows it. However, they don't believe it. It's almost as if they don't believe something like that can exist, but it does. Um, you know, just think about occurrences that have happened to you since childhood, maybe, or maybe even since, being a teen or early adulthood, or even now. There's no timeline as to when you started knowing, but you know. Your thing is that you're not believing it because you feel like because you are um, human, and don't forget, we are spirits having a human experience, okay? But just because you are a human and you live life very mundanely, it has almost become taboo for you to think that there are magical powers or magical, I don't even want to say the word because it's not a power. It's not something you can cut on and off. It's a gift, And so yes, you live a very mundane life. However, you are having a very, very extremely difficult time believing that you have been blessed with these gifts. Okay, you as I stated, you have seen it happen. Things have happened. Maybe because of an emotional time you were going through, some things happened with the weather outside. Perhaps something that you were thinking about and you spoke aloud came to fruition. You were able to manifest that. So, and those are just some examples, but the point being is that, yes, those are gifts that you do have. You are a very, very powerful being, okay? Don't let others get into your mind and get in your ear and talk you out of what you already know is true, what already exists. You have the power, okay? We're starting with the magician. So you have the ability to manifest anything you want, as above, so below. So it's not as though you are lacking that, you have it. Your creativity is always it's always at its peak. The thing is, because you don't believe, okay, that it is possible to have these spiritual gifts or gift, because you don't believe that it's possible. Once you think about it, once you actually create it in your mind, that's where it stays in your mind. So I am going to suggest journaling or scripting for someone out in the collective, okay? Also be very mindful of the words that you state. Words are spells. Okay, words are very powerful. There is extreme power within our tongue, so be careful about what you state, and even how you state it. Okay, that is very important. That's extremely important, and I keep being told that over and over again. So for someone out here in the collective, be very careful of what it is you're saying because you are blocking your blessings. Things that you've been wanting, that you've been visualizing, your words are actually preventing it from coming to fruition, okay? You're extremely resourceful with what you have at your fingertips. Okay, utilize that again. Bring that creativity out. You're bringing it up, bring it out, state it out loud, script it down, journal it down. Okay, this is ruled by the air element, so speak it aloud. That is more important than ever. Actually, I feel like your gifts that you have are extremely potent to where you can literally state it out loud, believe what it is you are setting your intention for. You can state it aloud. God, Goddess, the universe, your guardian angels, your ascended masters, your higher self, whatever you resonate with, will hear your words. Okay, not just your thoughts, but your words. And it will happen just that quickly. It's not as if you're not in tune because you are. You're extremely in tune. And because of things that have happened to you, I'm more I'm more comfortable with saying this happened in your adolescence, not childhood, not peak teenager age, but adolescent age. But because of what happened for you at that age, you gained a lot of wisdom. Okay. Give yourself credit because your wisdom is something that has been built upon for years. And not only what has been built upon that you've built on, but the wisdom that you have also has come from ancient secrets that have been carried along with you in your DNA. Perhaps you received it in a download during your dream state, but it's there. Okay. We all know that the high priestess is ruled by the moon. So this is definitely feminine energy. Perhaps the matriarchs in your family, the female line in your family, perhaps they've been giving messages to you or sending messages to you or trying to get your attention. I do believe that the gifts that you have were passed down through the matriarchs in your family, okay, in your lineage. So just be aware that the connection there is at, oh gosh, it's so strong. I feel as though I'm not explaining it with as much description as I could. I see it in my mind's eye. I'm just having difficulty explaining it, which again leads me to know that there's someone out here in this collective, you know it, you just don't believe it. And you don't believe it because you've let the world, you've let society, you've let people who are supposed to be your friends or who you call your friends, even family sometimes, whether related by blood or not, you've let them talk you out of what you know to be true. And it really has caused a lot of blockages in your life where your blessings are concerned. You've kept yourself up, um, or not kept yourself up, but you've dealt with, perhaps you have, perhaps there has been some sleepless nights for you, okay? Some breaks in your sleep. You've been completely overwhelmed because now that it's like every year that you get older, your gifts are advancing more and more and more. And it is starting to become overwhelming for you. So there is some anxiety there because of it, and there's some fear also because of that. But don't be fearful. Don't be fearful, my love. It's something that it's going to happen, um as long as you allow it and you embrace it. Okay, so it's nothing to be fearful of. I know it's easier said than done, but don't forget those that are on the other side, our friends, our family, our guardian angels, they want the best for us. They're here. Our ancestors, they are here to help guide us, to help um show us that clarity or reveal those clarity moments to us. We just have to be willing to sit still and listen. Okay? And I feel like, again, this is information that you have received in your dream state. I feel like a lot of the questions that you have asked, the answers are being revealed to you during your dream state. Again, you know it, but you're not believing it. I need you to believe because these two cards here, the magician and the high priestess, what eventually leads to the six of pentacles, okay? Because you have embraced the gifts that you have. Now you're going to be able to share that with others that are less than, that may be, less fortunate than you are. And I'm not solely speaking of wealth or money or anything financially, um, anything to do with, the financial aspects. And it could very well be that because you start believing that you are able to help financially, and I love this for you if that is something that happens. But I want you to also realize that he is holding the scales in his picture, so you need to balance the mundane and the magical. We have Pisces here. We know Pisces rules the dream world, okay? Pisces is all about that dream state, that, really, this is what I want, this is what I desire. Pisces is also balance spirituality with practicality. Again, balance the mundane and the magical. With that balance, you're going to receive the giving and the receiving will be received by you and received by others with no hesitation. There will be no guilt because of that. The stability will come along, as you find your footing, as you find yourself, more and more, that grounding is definitely something that you're going to become more and more and more, not only used to, but you'll know what you need, what your spirit needs in order to make that happen. Don't worry about the support. You have all the support that you need around you. um, Even though you cannot see it, I constantly say this. Even though you are not able to see your support, it is there, okay? The universe, your guardian angels, your ancestors, your star seed ancestors, you have the support. It's there. We just, and I say we like I'm a part of your cheerleading team on the other side, but I'm part of your cheerleading team on this side. So, with that said, we just need you to believe, okay? We need you to believe. Take action. This is led by Mars. Mars, we know, is the planet of not only war, um, but the planet of passion. Not, passion in a sensual or an adult manner, but passion as far as something that you truly love, something that you know deep down is your calling. This is your calling, okay? This is your calling, my love. Take action on it. You know what you need to do. Again, you know. Will you believe? That's the question. Take some time, quiet your mind, perhaps meditate. If you are meditating, maybe I'm going to suggest to increase your meditation, not necessarily the minutes, maybe the minutes for some, but if you only are meditating once a day, maybe try twice a day, maybe once in the morning before, we get started with our day, once in the evening, or once in the nighttime before you close your eyes to get into this dream state, okay? Also, pray. Pray, pray, pray. They're there. They are there. You can't see them, you may feel them. I don't doubt that at all. But talk. Talk to them as if they are sitting right there in front of you because they are there. They're ready to help. You just have to be willing to embrace their assistance and not only know it, but believe it as well. Visualize it. Okay. I'm going to leave this here. Please take what resonates, let go and leave what does not resonate. Again, I want to say thank you so very much to everyone who has decided to spend time with me today, regardless of the amount of time. And even though it's through the internet, it still means a great deal to me. Don't forget to do all of the things. If you have found value in this content, pass it along. If you know someone who may resonate with this content, I really do appreciate your love and your support. My goal is to get this message out to who needs to hear it and to also grow my platform as much as possible. Okay, with that stated, please enjoy your Sunday, rest, recharge, get ready for the incoming week. And until the next time, I will see you later. Bye, my loves.